Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Now I'm back on for a few minutes. I'm going to show you what I did yesterday. The other day when I was in here, I had a lot of something in the box. What did I do with that? It's not the box. Oh, it could be this box. No, I don't think so. That I got in my hand. I was fishing through a whole heap of doilies, remember? You know, them bits of doily? Yeah, there it is over there. And I thought, oh, this is not something that you want to be doing all the time. And I went out in the lounge room and I took 2 boxes of laces and things with me. Now, I know previously I have done the lace... Oops, that was something that fell, hey. I've done the lace rolling up thing, right? I've done this, which I have still got here. Just move my... I've done this sort of thing where I've rolled up laces and things. Takes a bit of work, but then you've got something, and there's fabric, and then you've got this to come back and look at, and that's good. It's a lot of stuff and it's not taking up a lot of room. Well, yesterday I thought, well, I'm going to try and see what I can do, something a bit different, because I'm trying to stick with smaller containers instead of having a whole heap of stuff in a big thing and you've got to ferret through it, you know. So I don't know how much of my room I can do like this, but this is what I want to do, because this is what I did yesterday. Now, I had this stuff ready because I'm going to start another crazy patchwork piece. And I put all this stuff in. They were in 2 boxes. Now it's in 1. And look what I did. I put it into little packets. See? Now all I have to do, hopefully, is get the little packet out and look through it, and I can see, without having to fish through a whole heap of stuff, I can see what is in there, and if I'd like to use a bit of that, you know. Isn't that cool? I mean, I know that's nothing exciting or anything, but it's a good idea, because it is for me, because, you know, like I said, scratching through things, you're not seeing everything, you're missing, you don't know what you're missing out on. Got a bit of ribbon and that in that, so I probably put same sort of things together. I don't know. Well, this is probably colour. I don't know. It's not coated at all, but I did wrap a bit of string around the ones that were really thick to hold them into place so I could see. But instead of having it all pushed in there willy-nilly too, I've got it actually in sort of sections, you know, so it's not just one big mess, if you understand what I mean. I've got some of them messes here somewhere. Where's one? Okay, well, this is not actually a mess, but I can't really show you that. Well, I haven't. Fancy not me not having a heap of... But see, I do that. I'd put a whole heap of ribbons or laces or something into a bag, and then you have to go through it and find them then, wouldn't you? You know? Even with this fabric. Oh no, that's not one. Actually, it could be a bit of one of mine, I guess. Yeah, see, this is not good, is it? This is all over. This has got some stuff in it that I was gifted to, and I've just shoved everything in here, and then you're going through it and you're looking for it, and it's not helpful one bit. This is a better way. So I bought a packet of 70 little bags, and then I can sit them in here, or I can stand them up in a box, but I think I want to sit them in here because then it's going to be smaller for me to lift and carry, you know, smaller for me to you know, to be able to go through and see what I'd like to use. So this is a lot of stuff that I would actually use if I was doing the well, I'd use it all, wouldn't, you know, that's not necessarily so, but this is the sort of thing. And then I've got it in this little box, and it's not in 2 that I have to scratch through there and do that. Now I'm going to have to it'll take me a bit of time to get some more sorted out to do this, but I'm going to try and see if I can get that happening with a lot of my other bits and pieces, okay? So I'll just give you a little bit of a start on this piece that I want to do now. The next piece I want to make is here, sort of. My next crazy patchwork piece is going to be a cover, and it's going to be made with these pieces. Now, when you're doing some sort of embroidery things or that, you're probably best to use the same weight of fabric through it. And because I want to use this colour here, I've got 2 thicknesses of this, and this is like a homespun. piece, and I've got two thicknesses. I've got a piece of this Ada, okay, that you do cross stitching. I've got a bit of velvet. I've got a bit of furnishing fabric. I've got there's two colours that way. I've got this piece here that's got pink on it, but it's also got a flower, but I'll probably only just use a piece of the pink. I've got this piece here that was a supper cloth mat thingy, yeah, or tray cloth or something, and it's really nice. I love the colour. And then that one, it's got a really good texture to it. And then this is what I was going to use for my background piece, which I still probably will. Okay, so that's ready because I got that ready yesterday to go, and then last night I didn't get a chance to do a video, so I'm going to do it now. So this is the size of this is for me, because I always use this size, don't I? It is 5 by 7. Now I haven't seen this ruler for ages. I just got out of the cupboard, look. Right, 15-inch one. It's really cool, this, yeah. Anyway, so there it is. You probably won't be able to see it again for a while. Now I'm going to do this a different way to what I usually put it on, I think. I don't know if I've actually showed you how that I'm going to make this, but I'm going to do this so you're not, it's not ironing, and it's not, I'm going to butt the pieces up against one another. So I'm going to cut this here with a pair of scissors that I can get hold of. Wait a minute, I've got stuff everywhere because I didn't want to tidy up. I wanted to get on with things, you know how that is. Didn't want to tidy up this morning. Didn't feel like it. Actually, I haven't tidied up for a long time. It's okay. Nobody panic. I'm here. I'm happy, and that's all that matters to me anyway. I'm here and I'm happy, and that's all I care about, really. Okay, so that's going over the edge a tiny bit, and that's all right because I need to do that. I'm a bit, you know. I suppose if I put it up against it, I won't sew over it, will I? Show me that. Think. No, that'll be good. Okay, and I want a piece of this with the holes in it. So let's cut a piece of this. I'll have enough here to make 3 probably, 3 or 4 pieces the same. So when I put this on, I'm actually going to take that edge off it just for the day. I don't think I'll have that edge. When I put this on, I'm actually going to put it over, so that's going to be over the top of that by a fair way, right? So I don't have to worry about turn it under or anything like that, because wait a minute, I'll get something else first. We'll do a bit more first before we speak about it. I want to try and see if I can get as many of these colours on as I can, so I don't really want to make them too big, do I? Okay, there's that bit. I have a piece of this, because when you do your sewing on this, it'll be really cool, won't it? Right, maybe down there somewhere. Piece of this one. I like the light colour piece best of all. This side here. This is thick, this stuff. And a bit of pink. I don't think I want the flower on it. I want to leave my options open as far as flowers go. So I'm going to cut up through here and get a piece of the pink out. Now I know that this is not a way that we would use our crazy patchwork pieces, how we put them on, but this is what I'm doing today. Now, do I need this? I think I do. I think I do need this. I do think I need this. Now don't put, if you're doing this, try not to use any synthetic cotton polyester stuff. Don't use cotton polyester because it's really hard to sew through. Not by machine, but by hand it is. Okay, so now I've got these bits, right? I'll pick this up and pick this back up. Right, and there's no two the same, eh? But that's okay. It's all good. Right, so I've got to cover it. So I want that there to go underneath that, right? It's got to go underneath there. Okay, so it's safe. It's all down safe. This piece can go here, 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 here. This piece can go under there. I might have that a bit too. When we bring that down that way, put that up under there. We're making sure that we cottoned onto all that cotton, caught all of it. Okay, so I might need a bit more piece, another piece yet. You don't know, do you? You might need another piece. I'll put that there. It can go there. Can it go over the top of it? I don't see why not. Okay, and that bit there can fit there. Is that right? Okay, so we're going to bring that up over like that. How about that? Is everything covered? Yes, everything's got, there's a bit on everything. Righto. Now, I'm going to use, to hold it all together, or to keep it together, I'm going to use bits of stuff. I've got all this pinned on here. I don't know why, but I do. Okay, probably for something that I was doing. Okay, now I don't want that one. Actually, the box that I was in this just then, looking that I was showing you, was what I started to put them things apart for. But then I've decided I can look at this too as well, can't I? Now that I'm not real keen on. It's not quite my bit of stuff, that isn't. Now that's got to go back up under there a bit, son. You can't bring that down too far. You need to make sure you catch everything. Where's that box gone? Show me, where'd you go? What do I do with it, people? It's a big thing, you know, and I was in there. I put it under here. I don't know why, but I did. Okay, so this is what's got what in there, what I want. Okie dokie. Now, not that one. How about this one here for a start? And we'll just get a few bits off this to start, out of this one to start with. We will be doing stitching, but we are going to actually use a lot of this sort of thing here. So I've got the apricot one that I really, really like. And the idea is that we want to put everything across these pieces, okay? So that'll go across there to there, and you won't be able to see any. So we need to do the background first, like what would be behind that would be this up here, right? Because that's behind it, okay? And so I won't put that on because it's the same colour, but I might put, no, I don't know if I want to do I want to do white? This is a back piece. It's only going to come to there, isn't it? Now cut that up there, see. Righto. That'll do me. Don't cut the piece of fabric, for goodness sake, Sonya. A bit on the background. Right, now I need to put this under here first. Righto, so that one there I'm going to sew there. Then I can bring whatever piece is coming that way under there. Right, so that will be piece, this one here I like. So you're going to make sure you do your background pieces first, because you can't put that down until you put this one across, okay? Same with that there one, right? So you're going to have to put this one across here, which is upside down, I think, because it's a different, it's got a little, which way does that go? I want it to go like that. It's not very, excuse me, obvious on this piece. I don't think that's too big, is it? I'll try this one. That way. No, not a fan of that. We'll try this. We'll cut this bit off because this bit's got to go here. Righto. Now I'll allow myself a little bit of time to stitch a bit on so you can see what I'm trying to achieve. Now this is a good piece. A really nice piece, and that can go up there, but we can't put that yet. We've got to start right from the base, so that, and anything that comes down there you're going to have to go in under this piece first, okay? Well, that's no good to me. It's connected to something already. We'll have a different needle, please, and some thread. Where's my cotton, please? Where's the cotton? Over here. This one's a bit thick. Don't want to use that's too thick. This one here. I know I've got cotton because I've got heaps of it. I've got heaps of cotton, and I can always buy more. You always need a bit more cotton. So I'm going to put this. You can put it down with the actual embroidery stitch that you want to use at the end of it, but this one here might not. I might not want to put embroidery stitches. I might just want to do some. Now we're going to have to keep it flat so we can control it. Okay, maybe we should put pins in it, eh? Don't you think we should put pins in it? I do. I know it's going to be a little bit tricky with getting them caught, but it's better than not having control, isn't it? You need to have control. So I might have done something like this previously. Whether I've actually put it up on the video or not, I don't know for sure. But I have done these sort of things before. Okay. Now, do I want that like that, or do I want an angle of some sort? Might like an angle. That might be better. A bit of an angle on it, you know, just for interest. Put that back that way so it'll fit. You start changing things start to go a different way on you, don't they, really? You start changing stuff. I do love this patch. I do love that patch. But I'm going to take it back over there. Righto. Does it look alright? Yeah, alright. Yes, it's good. Righto. This one in here. You can't really, I don't recommend that you glue it. It's up to you whether you want to or not, because after a while when you come back to do some stitching, you're not going to be able to because of the glue. Be stuck to it. Now, I have got a little piece here on my fingernail, sorry, that keeps getting caught to everything. I do. You know how that is. It keeps getting caught on everything. And it's annoying, isn't it? Okay. I'll get that off there. Okay, right. Now, put that back in the box so you can find it. We need to put this piece across here. But we've got all this bit underneath, so we're making sure that we're going to make sure that we catch it on there. Everything caught, and we need it to go up under the end. Okay, so it's up under there. Right, it's not going anywhere. Good-o. Now I'm going to fasten this down with just a few little stab stitches. Gee, I hope I got a knot in that. I do like... Make sure I've got a knot. Make sure I catch the yellow fabric and the pink and the nice thingy. I worked like this for years. I really have. You know, I mean, I've always been a person that likes me stuff around me, and I don't mind if it gets all caught up, swinging all around in the breeze. You know, I'm used to it. I just enjoy having me work near me and me bits and pieces that I can use. And then it's fair and fronty, isn't it? So I'm making sure I get the yellow and the pink and the white piece of, sort of a creamy piece of lacy thing. Okay, so I can turn that back a bit while I go across here. Now it'd be good if people watch this one first, because if you go to the next one you won't realise, I won't be telling you about it, but I will probably repeat myself, about how you have to have the bottom pieces fastened down first, what's at the very base of the work, you know, how that's got to go before this goes, and then that one goes on top of that, okay? Right, now we're just going to break that off and cut it off or something. This needle seems awful big. It's not something I'd usually like to sew with, I can tell you now. I don't know how I come to have that, but anyway, because I didn't use one of the others, I guess. That's on a flower. It's gone way down in the... Let's go way down in these pin cushions. Fair dinkum, you get so much... You can get so many needles lost down in the pin cushion. It's incredible. I've got some sitting in here. I should probably use that, shouldn't I? Yes. Good. It's better than this thing. It's way too big. Look at it. It's probably not much difference in size, but the thickness of it is. It's really the thickness of the needle's too big for me. I'm not a friend of that. Okay, so now let's do the piece that goes on the green. What was the piece that we picked for the green? Does anybody remember? No, that I can see it. Nobody panic it. So that's got to go back in that bag because that's where that come from. So did this piece. Back in the bag. I have that one that I just found a minute ago. That might look good. Under there. What do you reckon? Or I had that piece I just put back in the bag. Well, see, I'm thinking maybe it'd be better if I go with this crocheted one, the crocheted light pieces. I think maybe they'd be better. Excuse me. You know, it's going to give it a lot more excitement, isn't it? Okay, let's do this. Right, so we need one of these, that to end there, and that to go up under there. That'll look good. But then you've got to think about, this has got to come down here, that's got to go under there. So we can put that up there. I'm not too worried about that bit because I can put something else down past there using something. What else would I put down there? Not the pink. I want to get away from that a tiny bit. So I'm surrounded here by stuff. Do I need that bit? Is that too small? Could be, compared with the other bits. Where's the sugar wreck rack? I don't know if I need to find that or not. Let me see, what's in this? Now I've gone off, what's that now? Because I'm looking in another bag completely yet again. Because I was just off the idea here. Anyway, I'm going to have a look in here and see if I can see something. I need other colours besides what I'm doing here too. Oh no, well I've got blue. So I can put the blue in. I can probably put the mauve in. I wonder if I'll use this bit. I've been trying to use a bit of this, you know, because it's vintage. Do you think I can... Oh, that'll look good on there, won't it? Should I put it round the other way? That'll look awesome on that. Really will. I like that. So that'll go there. I've got a bit of pink, it's wider. No. That's a lot wider, that one. How about this? I like that bit. That looks alright. Push it under there, Sonia. Make it go under. Don't settle for nothing else. How about that? Good? Yep. Not bad. No, righto. But now I've got to come down here and put this bit under first. Tricky, hey, but it's okay. It's all good. We're fine. We're good with this. We'll better go on that way. No. Better that way. So that's got to go under there, like so. Yes, I do like that. I'm a fan. So I can just pin that there. I don't have to sew it yet. If I can get hold of the pin. I can pin that there a minute. With this bit here. And pin that there a minute. And put this under here. So you can really get into using those pins if you want to. Really into using the pins. So this here is food for thought when you can put some beads down in that line, can't you? I'm going to turn that around without moving that too much. Cut that off there. I've gone way over the edge with that, but anyway, I'm not going to be too worried about it. I'm going to cut this off, and I hope I haven't cut it too short. I'm going to cut that off there. Righto. And that's going under there. So we're going to be sewing all these down at the same time. because that's a good end. You can have that for a good end then, can't you? You could have something there that probably ends good. Okay, right, that looks pretty. I just looked at it on the screen, looks pretty. Okay, I'm going to have to pull that out of there. We're going to put this up under here. I've got to move myself along here. I'm supposed to be out there having me lunch now. I think hubby's looking for me. Oh, he knows where I am. I'm sure he knows where I am. Hope I'm not just talking too low. I hope that's not going to be an issue. I'm sorry, but I don't know. When you get interested and intrigued in something, you know, it's just cool, it is. Anyway, I hope I've got everybody. Everybody's on there. Good. Come up through the back again. Don't go through the front, Sonya. You're still behind here. Okay. Move over that way a bit. Give us a pin. These are actually really good pins. I bought some not long ago up the street, and they're really hard to push through anything. They've gone from Woolworths. Can't get them through anything. Not really sharp at all. I need something that I can... You don't have to be fiddling around and you know, using the hammer to get it to go into something. It's just not a good idea. Well, this is fun. I do like what I'm doing here. I do like that. Look at that. How's that going? That's really cool. Yeah, really cool. And I'm thinking too, I might put a few doily bits on here. Don't know yet. You know, that stuff I was looking through the other day. Maybe doily bits and beads or flowers. No, I don't know flowers. I don't know if I want to do flowers. But just because I want another cover. I always like another cover. I've got a few. But I like another cover for my journal, so, or a piece that can go on the front. This is actually going to be considered to be a part to put on your front of your journal to, you know, liven it up or give it a bit of a uniqueness or something. And then you make the cover and go. The cover's just plain. It goes on first, and then this thing goes over the top. Okay, that's what the idea is. I don't do the whole thing because it's just too much to do the whole thing. I've done a lot of them, the whole bit. Righto, so I'll cut that off and go now to this over here, because I'm going to sew that down first because that's going under there. Did I catch that? No. That's not good. I did buy a small bit. Something's attacking me. Oh, this is my paper that I used earlier. It's okay. Nobody panic. Fan's blowing everything down on the floor. It's okay. It's just going down there with everything else. Well, I'm going to fix that in a minute. I'll have to fix that because it's not connected. It is by one single tiny little bit, and I got it off. Didn't cut me cotton though. Don't worry. Nobody panic because I didn't do that. I'm going to fiddle that off. Come on, get off there. Okie dokie. Now, I'm put this one on first before I do that one. This one on first, and then I'll come back to that. But it's pretty easy really, because that one's got to be on too. See, you think about it, you got to get more down, Sonya. You haven't got it all. No. So when I do these stitches across here, these are going to have to be very small because I don't want to see these, because I want to put a piece of embroidery across the top of this white piece on the edge of the trim. I'm going to embroider something along there, okay? Now this is a bit thick going through all these pieces, but I'll have to fasten it down somehow, and I'm going to stitch it, so that's okay. Make sure I've just got everything. You could even do this and just leave it like that, couldn't you? You know, you don't have to add anything else to it if you don't want to. But I'm going to, because I like to add stuff. I like to put stuff onto mine. Got to have things on. You do. And plus that helps you use up a bit of your stash maybe. Not that much, but a bit. Put a bit of a knot thingy there. Cut that off there. I'm going to have to straighten this because I do not want to go over the line. Okay. Now, liking it. I like it. So that piece there that's going down this way is going to have to come along after this piece here goes across here. It's going to have to be all, you know, it's all food for thought, which way to go next, isn't it? That one could go under there, couldn't it? But then you've got to have this one and you've got to have that one. So I've got to go now, but I hope you've got the idea of how this is going to work. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Stay safe. Bye-bye.